One Piece Full Chapter 1099 is officially released. Without further ado, let's start the chapter. In this panel, we see that Kuma's anger has reached its peak with what Bakori's did to the southern city of Sorbet Kingdom. In returns of Bakori, he burned down the southern city of the poor people of Sorbet Kingdom in which Kuma, Bonnie, elders, and other poor people live. Bakori's got the idea from the Far East, which is the Grey Terminal. Celestial dragons burn the poor city to vanish and leave the rich city in the kingdom. He did the same thing in southern city of Sorbet Kingdom, and he did think that's the only way to make sure that the kingdom become rich and bountiful. People of the southern city resist and protest in front of the castle to stop burning their city. Bakori instructed to the Sorbet army to kill those who protest against him. Kuma instantly arrived at the northern city, which is the location of the Sorbet Kingdom castle, and we have seen the very angry face of Kuma. Cut the scene inside the church. Bonnie is worried about her father Kuma. She never seen her father on this edge. People of Southern City brought the injured inside the church and told Bonnie to stay inside to avoid natural light. Back to the Sorbet castle. Before Kuma attacks the castle, Bakori left a word to Kuma wherein there is a consequence to those against the king's will. Kuma attacked and destroyed the Sorbet castle together with King Bakori. Then later on, the incident is called the one-man revolution. The next panel moved to the Marijois, an unknown character reported to St. J. Garcia Saturn, in which the Sorbet Kingdom has a new king. Saturn's asked to whom the crown fall. We've seen here that Saturn's face seems to be angry. Going back to Sorbet Kingdom, people chose Kuma to be their new king. He became the king, but he chooses to live in the church. Elders called Kuma a king, but Kuma only told that he is nothing but a figurehead, and the one who run the Sorbet Kingdom was their old king, which is King Bulldog. An elder says King Bulldog was their old king of the Sorbet Kingdom. On his last term it wasn't bad. Elder says they are poor, but their hearts are rich and full. And he even joked here, it would be nice if his wallet was full too. Next panel, a young girl that looks like Ginny running in front of them working with her stamina. They shocked when they know that she was Bonnie. She ate the devil fruit, but we can't see how did she eat it and why the devil fruit was in the Sorbet Kingdom. She looks in the mirror and shocked for her adult appearance. Both Kuma and Bonnie fell on the floor. Elders said maybe Bonnie ate the aged fruit and they didn't know where she find it. However, old Connie arrived in the church and meet Bonnie while practicing her devil fruit ability to become old. King Bulldog also meet Bonnie and asked if she is the daughter princess of Kuma. King Bulldog introduced himself to Bonnie that he is the advisor of her dad. King Bulldog went to talk with Kuma about the dire news. Former King Bakori spread the rumors about Kuma burning the village and took the throne by force, which is not true. King Bulldog added that former King Bakori will make another action to take back the throne. We've seen here the angry faces of the elders. They don't want to return the former king because for sure he will continue his evil work. Kuma said he will throw again Bakori if that's happened, but for his case for sure he will be hunting down as a criminal and will not be able to stay in the country. And Kuma decided and told King Bulldog to reclaim his title as a king of Sorbet Kingdom. Bonnie did change her appearance into an adult that looks like old Connie. Kuma mistaking old Connie as Bonnie, he said to Bonnie that he will be back someday. King Bulldog and Connie brought Bonnie with them because the church is not safe anymore. Jump to the next panel. King Bakori accompanied by marine forces in the middle of the sea to take back the throne. Kuma arrived riding in a small boat facing them alone. King Bakori instructed the marines to shoot and kill Kuma. He added that Kuma is the tyrant who forced take his throne. But then, Kuma instantly sank the marines' ships together with Bakori. After the incident, Kuma went to the sea and become a pirate. Due to his strength fueled his notoriety, which spread like wildfire. He earned highest bounty, but we don't see Kuma's bounty in this chapter. We have seen in this panel that Bonnie missed her dad Kuma so much. She said, when she finally cured at the age of 10, she will become the pirate to just like her dad. In this panel, Kuma's journey around the world as a pirate started. To find and look for the cure of Bonnie's disease, he visited all the islands where he sent Straw Hat crew during Sabawati incident. He first arrived at Torino Kingdom and talked to the people if they know about the sapphire scale disease that could spread when touching natural lights. Due to Kuma's highest bounty, some people looking for him like Abdullah and Jeet, but they failed to get Kuma. Instead, he destroyed and sank their ships with his mighty power. Kuma's journey continues. He arrived at Snow Island of Tequila Wolf, talked with Heracles at Boyan Archipelago, then next at Weatheria, but he failed to find cure for Bonnie's disease. We see him crying and worried about Bonnie. It would be miracles if she reaches her 10 years of age. Cut the scene to where Kuma and Revolutionary Army meet in the middle of the sea. On board and Wind Grandma ship, we see Kuma and Dragon talking. He said the news that Ivankov and Inazuma were both captured and sent to prison. Dragon heard about the rumor about Kuma recently becoming the king, the tyrant, and pirate. Kuma only replied people will change. Bello Betty interjected their conversation. She asked Kuma if she can be the commander of the East Forces because Dragon won't let her take Ginny's post without Kuma's consent. Kuma allows Bello Betty to be the commander of the East Army. He added, another sharp-tongued woman leading the army. Back to Dragon and Kuma's conversation. Dragon said Sabo and Koala wanted to see Kuma and they both become stronger army. Kuma said he wanted to return to Revolutionary Army, but he didn't finish talking. Dragon said about Dr. Vegapunk, it is impossible to meet Vegapunk because of the strictly surveillance of the world government, but due to the incident happened caused by Caesar Clown, Vegapunk need to relocate his laboratory. And Dragon surely that security of the new laboratory is not tight yet, so he could possibly meet Dr. Vegapunk. Because of Dragon's information, Kuma's heart revived and he was given hope. He thanked Dragon and said he will fight alongside Revolutionary again when he cured Bonnie's disease. Dragon said, go where the winds of fate take you, my friend. Kuma quickly went to Sorbet Kingdom Castle. We have seen here Bonnie is training and already defeated an adult. Kuma was amazed at Bonnie's strength. Bonnie was happy to see her dad again. Next panel at the Egghead Island. Kuma and Bonnie arrived and meet Dr. Vegapunk. Vegapunk was amazed with Kuma's big shape and size. We have seen the big head of Vegapunk in which caught Bonnie's attention. Kuma and Vegapunk were talking about the sapphire scale disease while Bonnie and Sentomaru are playing. Vegapunk said he can cure Bonnie's disease. He will do it with the method that's never been used in the medical field. Vegapunk explained everything to Kuma for curing the disease, but the procedure will be so much costly just like making Cyborg. Kuma said if Vegapunk will turn Bonnie to Cyborg, Vegapunk replied he won't. He will just comparing the total cost of procedure. After that, Vegapunk tested Kuma and found out he has a buccaneer blood. Vegapunk was shocked and said why Kuma want to meet a man work with the world government. Kuma only said that he trusted Dragon. Kuma asked to Vegapunk why his blood is special. Vegapunk said that they don't have enough samples to explain his blood. Vegapunk has a condition to Kuma. He will clone Kuma for his project and in exchange he will cure Bonnie for free with no amount of money to show. Kuma think and asked to Vegapunk what's the purpose of his clones. Vegapunk explained he will create a soldier that have strong body which can deflect bullets and make them heroes to protect the weak and helpless. And he could also make them shoot laser beam to scare evil pirates. We have seen in this panel that Kuma is quite happy for the project of Dr. Vegapunk. Kuma accepted the condition and said that maybe this is the good reason why he was born. He added, if Bonnie's disease cured, he would have to deal with the evil himself. Dr. Vegapunk said Kuma is a saint. Cut the scene to Marajoy's, in which Saint Saturn was listening and hearing their entire conversation using the Dan Moshi. He said that Vegapunk is a fool for not making the most of this chance. A weapon should be defined by how many people it can kill. Saint Saturn here has his own evil ideas. In the last page of the chapter, going back to Egghead Island, Kuma replied to Dr. Vegapunk, he is not a saint. Then he said he is just a pacifist with a peace lover. End of the chapter. Thank you guys for watching.